Welcome to the 2022 commencement ceremony for Jefferson Community and Technical College. It's been 3 years since we've been able to do this. My name is Ty Handy, and it is my privilege to be president of Jefferson. For the first time since 2019, we are thrilled to be here to celebrate the incredible success of our graduates. Even under the pressures of extraordinary circumstances, you pushed to get to this stage for this moment, and you made it. This year, we are honoring some 2,000 students who are earning a degree, diploma, and/or certificate, including approximately 1,400 associate degrees. We had an earlier ceremony this evening for our technical graduates, and it's great to welcome you here tonight. Here today to help you celebrate your academic achievements are representatives of the college's Board of Directors and Foundation Board. These are volunteers who give of their time and their talent, and we really appreciate their dedication to Jefferson. Representing the Board of Directors, Board Chair, Mr. Jim Lancaster. And representing the Foundation Board, Board Chair Mary Mosley. Graduation is without question a celebration. Graduates, tonight, we bear witness to your achievements. We recognize your ambition, your courage, your hard work, and in these trying times the last couple of years, your perseverance. After all, tonight is the payday for those countless hours spent in classes and labs, cram sessions, studying here, studying there, missing your family, and other things that you had to do in order to make sure you did what you needed to do to complete your education. And graduates, this is also a special day for the people that you have here with you, your family and your friends. We know they inspired you, supported you, rallied behind you when you needed it the most. Like you, they can't wait for the moment when you walk across the stage to accept that diploma. So let me at this time ask all of the graduates to stand up, turn around, and say thank you to those family members and loved ones. Yep. You need to make it a heartfelt thank you. After all, they're going to be the ones to pay off your student debt. Maybe. I would now like to call to the stage Dr. Renee Wagner, Vice President of Academic Affairs, to recognize our outstanding faculty members.
Thank you, Dr. Handy. This is also a very special night for all of our faculty members. Graduates, you are fortunate to be taught by some of the most capable and caring faculty to be found. Jefferson faculty come here because they want to teach and share their passion with you. They care about your success and they care about you as individuals. They too are pleased to share in this celebration with you tonight. We would now like to take this opportunity to recognize the faculty who have successfully completed the promotion process and advanced in rank. Faculty are committed to professional growth and development and have the opportunity to create a portfolio of accomplishments in the areas of teaching and advising, internal and external service, professional development, and leadership to receive promotion based on these merits. Those being recognized, please stand when your name is called. Advancing from instructor to assistant professor, Amanda Daly. Carol Ann Fisher. Patricia Lovett. And advancing from associate professor to professor, Carolyn Reisner. Bree Wechter. Congratulations to each of you. At this time, we ask all of the faculty to stand and be recognized. Thank you to all of our dedicated faculty. I would now like to welcome Dr. Randy Davis, Associate Vice President of General Education and Transfer Studies, to the podium to introduce this year's student speaker.
Each year, the college issues a call to graduating sophomores who would like to represent the current class as the student speaker at graduation. And each year, talented individuals step up, but only one is chosen. This year's winner of the Maria B. Miller Speech Award for the General Education Ceremony is an exceptional recipient. Michaela Lamy has earned her Associate in Arts. She came to Jefferson with a goal in mind, to be the first in her family to graduate from college and attain a degree. After she walks across this stage today, a graduate of Jefferson, she'll be the first of 18 grandchildren in her family to do so. For Michaela, this is only the beginning. She plans to continue her education at Purdue University to earn her bachelor's degree and pursue a career as a veterinarian. Please welcome Michaela Lamy.
Good evening, Dr. Handy, Dr. Wagner, faculty, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, and their families. First, I would like to thank a few people on behalf of this wonderful graduating class, starting with Dr. Handy. Dr. Handy serves as the president of Jefferson Community and Technical College and is one of 16 college presidents who make up the Kentucky Community and Technical College System leadership team. Dr. Handy has 30 years of experience in higher education, so we thank you for speaking on our behalf to make Jefferson feel like home. I would also like to thank Dr. Wagner, who is returning to Jefferson as the Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Wagner began her career at Jefferson more than 20 years ago as a developmental advising coordinator. Thank you, Dr. Wagner, for helping Jefferson in so many areas throughout the years. Secondly, I would like to thank the graduates for choosing Jefferson as the college that can get them where they want to be long-term in life. Sticking with Jefferson, or any college for that matter, no matter how difficult it may have seemed at certain points, maybe around midterm and finals, is an accomplishment in itself. All the late nights, early mornings, long classes, and even longer lectures, it was all worth it to be in this moment together. I would like to also thank my friends and family for pushing me to stay with Jefferson and finish what I started, even after crying my eyes out to them at least once a week, questioning if I really wanted to be here. And I did, I just had to get through a few tissue boxes to figure that out. Beginnings are usually scary and endings are usually sad, but it's everything in between that makes it all worth living. Bob Marley. This quote is just proof that this class not only survived, but we thrived. This class managed to juggle personal issues, daily life, jobs, school, even a family while going through a pandemic. Jefferson is a community college, but it's just as much of a family as any university could be. Jefferson has something for everyone here. All the clubs and organizations this school offers are astonishing. And it's still growing with each student that adds something new to the family. We all had at least one professor that was our favorite. For me, I had the pleasure of having two. Professor Jill Adams and Professor Deanna Fields. Both of these professors not only kept me grounded and dedicated, but made me want to better myself. Professor Adams always encouraged me and my fellow classmates to be better, do more, not just for the school, but for the community. Professor Fields was my psych sister. We had so many similarities when it came to our families and our love for spooky haunted places, which made it easier to feel like I was a person and not just a grade. Fellow graduates, you're probably thinking of your favorite professors who inspired you. Jefferson was not my first choice, but we had financial burdens and this became my only option. If I could go back and change it, I wouldn't. Jefferson is exactly what I needed at that time to get where I am today. I could have waited and went to university 4 hours away, but instead I took on a chance on the small school with loads of diversity 15 minutes away from home. One thing Jefferson has taught me was how to use my voice, how to stand up, speak out, and share my thoughts and opinions with the world. If it weren't for Jefferson, I may not be standing up here in front of this room full of people, which is a lot of people I might add. Jefferson became a second home for me these past 2 years, and I'm so thrilled to finally have my name on something showing off all the hard work, as we all should. So I want to say thank you to my fellow classmates, all the professors, parents, spouses, siblings, and most importantly, Jefferson, for walking with us on this journey and pushing us to be the best versions of ourselves. We made it.
Thank you, Michaela. Good luck as a Boilermaker. How about another round of applause for that presentation? Thank you. So we've now come to the part of our ceremony that our graduates have been waiting for. Would Dr. Renee Wagner, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Laura Smith, Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Randy Davis, Associate Vice President of General Education and Transfer, and Dr. Drew Wilkerson, Associate Vice President of Technical Education, please join me to recognize our graduates. Graduates, when your name is called, please come forward. Now, we know this is an exciting night, an emotional night for all of us. With that in mind, out of respect for all of our graduates and their guests, we ask that we're going to be taking photos of all the graduates. They'll be available on our website free of charge. So please, let's not have folks come up to the front because we're going to have students moving back and forth through here. So please remain in your seat until the end of the ceremony so that we can celebrate all of our graduates' accomplishments. This is not just an individual celebration, but a celebration of the success of all of you on all of our campuses and in all of our communities. So let's celebrate together.
Familiar? These are the Associate in Arts candidates. Ray is the Ray. Middle name Ray. Michaela Ray Laney, high distinction. Albanita Gara, high distinction. With the Williams in there too. Marquita Atkinson, with distinction. Zakia Afzali, with distinction. Dunanje Aurora. Dunanje Aurora. Bakhtli Askarova. Bakhtli Askarova, high distinction. Amin Asayed. Amin Asayed, high distinction. Aida Baragadarova, high distinction. Brianna Booker. And her family. Ben Bowling. Brianna Commissar, high distinction. Trevor Coffey. LaTroya Coleman. Lakeisha Conley. Abby Crawford, distinction. Brianna Cundiff. Shanae Dale, high distinction. Tiana Stone Daniel, high distinction. Jasmine Monique Dunn. Ashley Edwards. Farron. Tatiana Farron. Leo Fleur. Sean Fountain. Bethany Gerton. Christopher Hamilton. Jennifer Harris, high distinction. Hannah Hart, distinction. Yosdani Hernandez, distinction. Hickson. Brianna Hickson. Jalen Hurst. Distinction or no? Okay. Jayla Holder, distinction. Jamie Holland. Eris Humphreys, high distinction. Fartoon Hussein. Fartoon Hussein, distinction. Amaria Walker. Michael S. Coleman. Tulifti Gabru. Trail Kimbler. Samaria Laverty. Kellen. Yeah. Kellen Elizabeth Patino, high distinction. Sunshine Lynn Perry, distinction. Tate Landon Mack. Madison Monksky. Hunter Keith, high distinction. Hector Miguel Sosa, high distinction. Jasmine Johnson. Whitley Jones. Frankie May, high distinction. And her sister. Christina McCord. I'm losing my cards. Whitney McMillan. Leslie Mendez. Cassidy Miller. Jessica Morgan. Ashley Morgan Mullins, distinction. Neely. Ashley Neely. Tha May Powell, high distinction. Russell Pearman, or Pearman. Posey Smith. Destiny Posey Smith, high distinction. Raven Nicole Puryear. Oh, Maddox, I'm sorry. Aisha Maddox. William H. Rose. Christina Ray, high distinction. Aurora Turner, distinction. Ricketts. Dominique Ricketts, distinction. Reams. Kevin Reams, distinction. Brianne Rittinger, high distinction. Marie Pearl Namgabi. Vidra Robertson, distinction. Jasmine Roa, high distinction. Marquita Swan, distinction. Caitlin Stevens, high distinction. Jasmine Thomas, distinction. Is it Lee or Leah? Cassandra Lee Vance, high distinction. Andrea Michelle Wild, distinction. Marley Williams. Shantara? Shantiera. Oh, Santiera, okay. Shantiera Willis, high distinction. Psycho Striplin. Nicole Taylor. Ashley Willis, distinction. William Alabadi. Curcio. Lindsay Curcio, high distinction. Ebony Sloan Davis. Jeree Cunningham Jr. Distinction. Brianna Jones, distinction. Demetria Taylor. DeCiara Moore, distinction. Aza Umair Zubair, high distinction. And her brother. Umaina Umair Zubair, high distinction. Kerala? Ghana? Ghana Kerala, distinction. Magda Sanchez, to high distinction. You want to do BAMs? Sure. Yeah, sure. Sorry,
Students from the Bullitt Advanced Math and Science Academy, Samuel Wilbert. Paige Tryon, high distinction. Elizabeth Stuckenberg, high distinction. Joshua Tyler Stevenson, high distinction. Tatum St. Clair, high distinction. Brandon Smith, high distinction. Grace Leanne Salmon, high distinction. Jillian McGauley, high distinction. Grace Mackin, high distinction. Aiden Corey, high distinction. Braden Heemer, high distinction. Olivia First, high distinction. Kelsey Brewer, high distinction. Andrew Abner, high distinction. Following are students from the Jefferson Dual Credit Program. Ty Wallen with distinction. Bailey Danielle Stewart, distinction. Spencer Caden Reynolds, high distinction. Megan Taylor Perkinson, high distinction. Nikki Tyshan Parrish, high distinction. Megan Nelson, high distinction. Andrew Muncie. Malin Merchant, high distinction. Caitlin Maynard, distinction. Cheyenne Corda, distinction. Casey Huff, high distinction. Sydney Howerton, high distinction. Ashlyn Davis, high distinction. Kagan Craig, distinction. Zaid Kozine. Dahlia Cano. Okay. Saba Amiri, high distinction. Nia Jones, high distinction. Chelsea Hart, high distinction. Gina Gutierrez. Madison Gorth, high distinction. Esmeralda Garcia, high distinction. Rachel Gangloff. Corinne Farrell. Rosanna Farinas, high distinction. Desiree Edwards. Kriti Day, high distinction. James Dale. Carly. Carly Craig, distinction. Ethica Crespo Almeida, high distinction. Christina Danielle Curry, high distinction. Donisha Conley. Alize Bass. April Booge, high distinction. Aaliyah Bibbs. El Shaddai Semena, high distinction. Faven? Sister? Faven Semena, distinction. Stephanie N. Bear. Erica Buchholz, high distinction. Jennifer Ayala, high distinction. Matthew Anderson. Associate in Science candidates, Mona Ali, high distinction. Joyce Noy. Alexandria Miller. Kelsey Kruer. Tracy Jones, high distinction. Alyssa Jamison. Gracie Lynn Pratt, distinction. Nice, got it. Richard Ponce, distinction. Seema Omar. And your daughter? Okay. Seema Omar and daughter with distinction. Amadula. Okay. Tanya Muhammadullah. Sister. Shabu Muhammadullah. Naila Mamadova. Tyler Mitchell, high distinction. Maria. Dariana Haiti Mario, high distinction. Michaela Lane, high distinction. Giselle Sabine, distinction. Samantha Woods. Victoria Wilcox, high distinction. Mackenzie Walker, high distinction. Lasay Wah, high distinction. Ethan Cale Todd, distinction. Mackenzie Thorpe, high distinction. Savannah Rodriguez, distinction. Leanne Short, high distinction. Stevie Rolling, distinction. Angel Riley, distinction. Danielle Fuquay, high distinction. Callie Burridge, high distinction. Tabitha Higdon, high distinction. Caitlin Renee Head. Perfect. Heather Fogney. Sheryuko Dennis. Me too. Brandon Collette, high distinction. Candidates for Associate in Applied Science. Marianne Abdikader, high distinction. Fatina Ambriz, distinction. Anna Carolyn Brown, distinction. Tierra Pickett. Jennifer Munoz Felipe, high distinction. Olivia Moran, high distinction. Brooke Lindsay Martin. Angela Johnson, high distinction. Christopher Waldrop, high distinction. Nylia Robinson, distinction. Nisha Ramos. Claudia Yarbrough. Shayla Turnett. Turner. Shayla Turner. Terry Nicholas Taylor, high distinction. Layla Talibdeen. Estefania Rivas Oliver, high distinction.
We're giving our candidates a chance to get back to their seat before we get to the next exciting part of the ceremony. Dr. Handy, on behalf of the faculty of Jefferson Community and Technical College, I am pleased to present to you these candidates for graduation from our institution. They have completed all requirements and met all conditions prescribed for their certificate, the diploma, the Associate of Arts, the Associate in Science, and the Associate in Applied Science degrees. Will the candidates please rise?
Thank you, Dr. Wagner. The faculty and officers of Jefferson Community and Technical College are gathered in witness and testimony to your conduct and purpose. Therefore, by the virtue of authority granted to me by the Governor of the State of Kentucky, by the Board of Regents of the Kentucky Community and Technical College System, and with the recommendation of the Jefferson faculty, it is now my pleasure to confer upon each of you the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate, the requirements of which you have fulfilled, and do hereby vest each of you with the rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining to that degree. On behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, and boards of Jefferson Community and Technical College, it is my privilege to welcome you unto the Fellowship of Graduates. You may move your tassels to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022. Class of 2022, you have demonstrated that you value learning. So I leave you with this quote from W.E.B. Du Bois: "Education must not simply teach work, it must teach life." So I encourage you to never stop learning. This is not the end, but a beginning. If you continue to seek knowledge, the rewards of your life will know no bounds. Thank you and congratulations. So we're now going to procession out. We would ask that family and friends stay in their seats until the graduates. I think the last one here is named Elvis, so please wait until Elvis has left the building.